Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Joe, and this is my channel, Eager Expat. If you've never seen my channel before, I'm based here in Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm just out walking around. So I'm doing these compilation videos, just a short look. Today, this is Sukhumvit Soi 11. We're at the back end here. Down at the end there is the water taxi, and these cars and bikes are turning from the Sukhumvit 3 area where you'll find Bumrungrad Hospital. So let me show you. Let me give a peek here around the corner, and it'll show you Soi 3, maybe down at the end there if a bus or something goes by. But this Soi 11, it's one of the more party streets in town. That is the Fraser Suites, where you'll find the Above 11 nightclub. And again, we're making our way towards Sukhumvit and the Nana BTS. There's a Via Market there on the left. I think it's open until midnight, which is surprising. This is a kind of a 24-hour area, and it closes up. Now, these are a couple of clubs. You'll maybe have heard the popular Havana Social Club. That's just down here on the right. And these kind of clubs around it, it's, what is that, full moon today? They kind of change often. This is a popular spot for the bars to change names. Other than that Havana Social Club, it's been there forever. Even out in front of Havana is, you'll see that umbrella, Cubano street cart. And I had it once. It's a pretty good Cuban sandwich. So if I had to point somebody in a direction for partying in Bangkok, but that's Havana right there, but they're not so much into the red light area of, say, Soi Cowboy or Nana Plaza, come on down to Soi 11. There's a little bit of red light going on, but for the most part, it's music spots and fancier nightclubs, rooftops, places like Havana Social Club here. This is a little, in the back there, a little outdoor bar. It's changed hands a couple of times, so I forget the name. But when we come back out of this little side Soi, from here, a little over a 10-minute walk, maybe under 15 to get to the Nana BTS. So it's tucked away. I didn't go in the other direction towards the water taxi, but there are on this video. But there are some other buildings tucked away back there. I should have mentioned at the beginning that this is just a recap of different videos I've made. And if you're interested in full looks at this Soi 11 area, I'll link all the videos I've made over the years down in the video description. So take a peek. So Havana or Soi 11 here, it kind of goes in an S-turn. We're easing off to the left here. I think that cab driver wanted client. That used to be a hotel. I think it's changed hands. And up here on the right is a pretty fun club called the Golden Giraffe. If you remember way back in the day, it was Apoteca. Now it's Golden Giraffe. It has an after hours, I think it's a whiskey bar up on the top floor. You can go up there and 4 in the morning, get yourself a whiskey. You're going to kind of pay top dollar. I'm not sure what that big nightclub is on the left. It used to have like a V8 symbol, but I can't remember the thing being open in the last 15 years. It's a huge spot. I think there's a vegetarian restaurant right here as well. And this, was it Le Phoenix? I'm not sure how old this video is. It might be 8 months old. I just grabbed a Soi 11 video, and again, I'll link all the ones I have. I think the most current one, I'm roaring down the street on a motorbike, so this is a little easier to show you around. There's the Golden Giraffe. Hidden Whiskey Ultra Lounge. Yep, I've been up there. I'm not a big whiskey guy, but it's a fun spot. And down below are bands, kind of right there, those double doors open, and you can sit on the patio or sit inside, check out the bands. Now, straight ahead, you see everybody turning to the right. They're heading towards Sukhumvit. If you turn to the left, it turns into Sukhumvit Soi 13. That's the old nightclub. It's still kind of boarded up. Right there in between 11 and 13, well, on the corner is a Holiday Inn Express. Good, affordable place to stay, right in the thick of all the party action. But if you headed towards Soi 13, you'd find a travel lodge. And 13 is also a great street, some really good sports pubs. So now that's Holiday Inn straight across, right there. And where that van's coming around the corner, that's 13. There's a really good burger spot right there. I'm looking at a Bang Bang Burger. I'm looking at a tiny window here in the editing, so I'm going by memory. And then off to my right shoulder here, if I turn around, is Hillary on 11. There's Hillary 1 and 2 up in Nana, Soi 4, and Hillary 3 and Hillary on 11 are here on Sukhumvit 11. All of them, you can find cover bands and kind of affordable drinking. There it is, Hillary on 11. It has some different young ladies hanging out in there looking for customers, but I'll go in there with my girlfriend or a friend and just kick back and watch the bands. There's that Bang Bang Burger. And off to the right is a popular spot, Soho Pizza. I think there's an Italian place. Yeah, this must be a little older video because that Candy nightclub has since turned into Bunny. So things are always changing. But right there next to Candy, you go up this little side soy, and there's a fun little bar back there. It's called Lusty Lady Bar. It's not as notorious as it sounds. Again, I've gone in there with my girlfriend, and that's one of my buddy's favorite spots. So we'll go back there and hang out. Nice pool table. It's just kind of a mellow little bar. Right there, the Lusty Lady Bar. And then we're going to get back on the main Sukhumvit Soi 11. Over here are a string of Indian restaurants. This little bar right there, I've never been in. Eat, drink, be happy. Now we're back on Soi 11. Right across the street there is another fun place called The Paradise. And this is Levels Nightclub. If you're hanging out with any younger Thai person, at some point, let's go to Levels. Let's go to, well, it used to be Candy, but now it's Bunny. And they like these rooftop places. It's in the E-Loft, or, yeah, E-Loft. I think that's a hotel. Yeah, hotel, condos, I'm not sure. But that's where you'll find Levels. Up on the left here, some affordable places, the 11 Mansion. Usually if it has mansion in the name, it's well, it's not a mansion, and it's an apartment as opposed to a condo. This is the Jamaican restaurant, Frying Pan. I think a former Army major runs that place. I've seen him in a couple of YouTube videos. I've never had the pleasure of a meal there, but jerk Jamaican food. And the Prime 11, if you wanted to live right in the thick of all the party action, you can get a condo right on Soi 11. There's a half dozen high-rises. The Prime 11 is one of them. As we're looking up the Soi, this is on the left. I'm going by memory. I know we're coming up to another hotel in the El Gaucho Steakhouse. Now up here on the right is, it's kind of an interesting place. It's Tony's. Okay, Saffron. Saffron's across the way. I think the El Gaucho's in there as well. Yeah, so right here is Tony's on the right. I've met Tony a couple of times. He's usually out and about at different, if a band comes to town, it's always the same group of expats. I think I saw him at a comedy show, Neil Brennan. I think that's the El Gaucho across the way. But Tony's is a nice Italian restaurant by day and early evening, and then it kind of turns into a bit of a lounge nightclub to go late night. I don't know if that's the proper interpretation of it, but that's what it seems like. They kind of move all the dining tables out of the way, and it's more a meet and greet later into the evening. Excuse me. And then okay, there's the El Gaucho across the way. Now here's Hillary 3. I mentioned Hillary 1 and 2 on Soi 4, and Hillary on 11 and Hillary 3 right there. Straight ahead, maybe a train will go by. You can see Sukhumvit at the end there. It's not a 5-minute walk, but Hillary 3 is a fun spot. I think I crossed the street, still looking at Hillary 3, and I should be right there by the El Gaucho Steakhouse. There's plenty of those around town. Big location right next to Terminal 21. And off to the right here, I believe we're coming up to, again, I'm sorry, I'm looking at a little tiny window here. Okay, that little side Soi where that person is walking, if you go up there, and I think I show you in this video, there's a breakfast story. One of the few breakfast stories I know that's on a bottom floor. For whatever reason, they always seem to be on a second floor. There's one in Phrom Phong on the second floor. There's, Lily Foo's. I think that's some fancy Chinese food. There's one above Buddy's on Soi 20. It's a hotel here, the La Petite Celille, kind of old school. I think there's another one on Soi 8. 8 or 10? Soi 8. But yeah, up these little side sois. I think we go up this one, and you'll see that breakfast story on the right. It's pretty good eating. It's pancakes, waffles, the works. Myself, I'm more an English pub, or O'Shea's, my Irish pub, but most of those have a 200 baht breakfast. You can pick 7 out of 16 items listed. But this breakfast story and all of them, very, very popular. So here's Juicy on the right and Sugar. I've never been in either of them. They're more hip-hop clubs. Again, if you're hanging out with a younger type person, it's, hey, let's go to Sugar, let's get bottle service, on and on. Right next to Sugar is more my style, Hemingway's. Across the street, an Indian food place, and there's a hotel on the right, the Aria. I think there's a rooftop bar up there I've been in, and the Alchemist bar. But right up here on the right, Hemingway's, I think it's the same as Hemingway's in Pattaya and other spots around town, or maybe it's just Hemingway. And right here is the Lush rooftop. It's only open, it seems, for special events. I've been up there for a couple of YouTube meetups, but Hemingway's fun. A couple of levels right on the right. They have oyster and steak specials. And there's that Aria Hotel across the way. Looks like they have a Starbucks down below. I had a buddy who stayed in there a couple of years ago. He liked it, but he said it was a little loud because it's a loud street. So keep that in mind. If you're going to stay right on Soi 11, you're going to get some thumping bass. And if you take a right here, you see that sign, Pizzeria Limoncello. That's a good spot. And this is the old German beer house right on Soi 11. You'll find a second location over on Soi 13. And as we get down there, I'll show you where the Ambassador Hotel is. You can take a little shortcut through the service entrance, Mullis Irish Sports Bar. All right, now we're heading back towards Sukhumvit. And I'm not sure what that is off on the left. It's, I think, part of the Ambassador. Now, this fence on the right it's been a lot of things. It used to be the beer garden on Soi 11. It's now turning into a hotel. And way back in the day, it was the original Cheap Charlie's and Charlie Brown's Mexicana. Now, that's been gone for a long time. But more recently, it was a beer garden. Now, that's the Ambassador Hotel. So if you cut through on the right, on one of these linked videos, I'll put the little shortcut. And that building in the back is the Trendy on Soi 13. You'll find a string of sports bars, like the Sportsman, right below that. A bunch of tailor and massage places. Here's Zanzibar, nice outdoor, partially covered, but outdoor eating area. And they'll usually have a guy in there singing with guitar. Never been in this place, Finch. And I didn't show it, but there's a Ramada kind of hidden away right there. The Grand Business Inn. And this French cuisine, I think it's part of Zanzibar. Now this place has changed names a couple of times. Little bar, more towards the top. I'm forgetting what it's called right now, like maybe, Teen something. And that's Sukhumvit. Straight ahead is Soi 8, another very fun street. But, sorry about that. But Soi 11, it has it all. There's a taxi stand here to race you down 20 baht to the end of the street. And if we go up here on Sukhumvit and take a right turn, we are 20 feet to the BTS Nana. If you were to walk to the left in maybe 15 minutes or less, you'd be down at Soi 19 and 21, which is why they call it Terminal 21 Shopping Center, and the Asok BTS. So they're very close. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more detailed videos, click down in the video description, and I'll link everything I have for Sukhumvit Soi 11. I appreciate you watching. You have a great day, and we'll see you later.